just a bloke in a bar.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Pack Her Up, boys. And listen, do I want to be home playing Ghost of Yotai? Yes, I do. Did I play it all yesterday? Yes, I did. Was it fucking goated? Yes, it was. And the good thing is my wife's parents, or mother and auntie, are up, so they can help with the kids. So I can be the loser dad just playing games all day. They're like, they're probably looking at my wife going, "You actually married this fucking loser." You know what's funny? The first time I met my wife's pet mum, and I actually respected it for it. Literally the first time, walked into the house, and like she said hi, the normal stuff, and then the first question she asked me was like, "Why aren't you married?"
Oh wow!
Well, because I'm would have been like 30, 31, and like, look, I'm not good looking, but I'm not ugly either. And so it's a good question to ask a man that's like 32, 33, that's dating a daughter. It's like, well, why aren't you married? Are you some weirdo that doesn't want to be in a relationship, blah, blah, blah?
She would also know that her daughter doesn't like good-looking men.
She did know that. She did know that.
So it makes sense.
So she knew that we would click. She knew that we would click. But I was like, I actually respected it because that's the same thing I'd be asking. Like if my daughter brought home a dude and he was like 35 or whatever and he'd never been married before, I'd be like, you know, why? Like,
what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? What's going on there? Not that you have to get married by a certain age, but it is a question. And same with like, you know, if a woman hasn't been married till she's 32, 33, like why? Especially if you know. But anyway, I respected that. But now she probably doesn't respect me because I played Ghost of Yotai.
Are you trying to cover it up as like computer work at all, or just like nah?
Nah. The way I see it is like, listen,
This is
worked hard. Just let me enjoy this. You know what I always find weird is like partners, and whether it's a guy or girl, that get angry when their partner is doing something they like. If you are that person, you should not be in that relationship. Like if you get pissed off that your boyfriend or your girlfriend like has a hobby that they love and they do it by themselves or whatever, you are a terrible partner. Because there are so many girls out there that literally don't let their partner play PlayStation or some shit like that. Or dudes out there that are like, you know, tell their missus that they can't do this or that. It's like, what the fuck is that shit?
Yeah, I've experienced the aggression towards a small interest in PlayStation at one point.
It's so weird. It's like you're not allowed to be happy unless it's with your partner.
Yeah.
That's super
Very
weird.
embarrassing also when you're on the live with the boys and there's a bit of screaming going on in the microphone.
Mate, if you're in that relationship right now, run, because it's not getting better, it's only getting worse. Seriously.
That's what I did.
Yeah, good on you. Well done. Well done. How you been, Sandor?
Yeah, I've been good, bro. Been good. It's been a big week, but looking forward to the long weekend. Some cracker sports on as well. Sunday is just a day for the lads.
Oh, man. Fucking hell. I'm so nervous, eh? I'm just trying not to think about it because I'll just be nervous the whole time. I'm trying to, in my head, like a coward, I'm trying to just like pretend in my mind that we lost anyway so that I can cop the loss. But if we win,
Dealing
it feels
with the
even
pain
better.
now.
Yeah, I'm dealing with the pain now. You know, like you always like get your body in the mood for what's the worst case scenario. So you've already dealt with the emotions, the sadness and everything. And then when it comes, you don't get hit as hard. But if you win, it feels even better. So that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. I don't know.
I remember doing weird shit in 21. It was COVID, but in 2014, because I have this weird, like I'm pretty big on superstitions, pretty OCD sometimes. And after 2014, like in 2014, I did this exact thing and I tried to emulate exactly what I did 7 years later. Like I went to the same chicken shop.
What's your worst superstition? Like worst ever?
You know what?
Don't hold back.
I've gotten better. I've gotten a lot better.
At the peak.
Denon knows, like around here, like I can't leave this place without unplugging everything. Like
turning everything off.
I've gotten better. I've gotten better.
So do you have to turn off all the sockets at home? Oh, that would kill me.
Not at home. Nah, because I'm not allowed to. He doesn't let me.
But here, every time, everything's switched off and everything's unplugged.
You would love that,
Yeah,
eh?
it's sick.
Yeah. But like, no, the worst is locking my car. Like I have to touch every door, check the boot.
That's torture.
It's terrible. I hate it, but it is what it is.
Did you have any game days?
Yeah, bro. I got pretty wrapped up in it, eh?
Oh,
and
really?
One time I just had to be like, fuck, enough's enough, because it was just getting stupid. But my main thing was underwear. So I had to wear this pair of green underwear to the point I remember one day we were playing St. George at Cogra. I forgot my undies.
Oh, no.
This is still when we're like haven't warmed up yet. I called my mate. We lived in Wentworthville at the time out west, and I said, "Mate, bro, you got to get me my undies. Got to get my undies." So he raced there. We warmed up. I ran back in the sheds, ran outside. You know what that's like. Ran outside. He passed them through the fence, got him on, and I was at peace. But yeah, stupid.
That's crazy.
But I had this thing in my head, like Matty. The main thing was like, okay, say I had this mad game the week before. Whatever I did, what I ate, how I showered, what I had to replicate it. Fucking stupid.
Early in my career, no one is allowed to contact me. No one. Like if you message me on game day or try to call me or whatever, you would be getting, it'd be blowing up. Like mum, sister, brother, whoever, my phone better not go off on game day. Now it changed a little bit as I was able to relax, but that was my main superstition of like, do not speak to me, don't contact me on game day. But outside of that, I used to have to put my shirt on quite late. I don't know why.
Did you ever play with anyone that was like heavy, like actual OCD?
Not really.
There's not that many. The worst I've seen is like the Bo Ryans.
What was he doing?
He had to do some crazy shit. And also when he ran out, he had to touch certain things.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Not that I'm aware of, eh? Not that I'm aware of.
See the AFL player who just won the Brownlow? He eats a bit of the grass every time he runs onto the field.
Love that.
Bro, AFL players are so weird, man. Like, seriously.
If anyone's listening to this, feel free to DM me with your most ridiculous superstition. I want to hear it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, please comment. They're all funny. I love them.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. And Bloke, powered by Lontel Internet. Go to lontel.net.au/bloke. Unbelievable. The amount of people that have signed up is crazy. There's a few people that have signed up, but they haven't actually connected all the way, so make sure to do that. Boys, we're here. First of all, Sandor, walk us through how you're feeling about the Broncos' performance last week and the game.
Yeah, well, I did think they were going to get it done purely on the fact that kind of the Suncorp and the energy. At halftime, I certainly was.
Jeez, that energy. I've never seen a club game like that.
That was insane.
Bro.
At halftime, I was seriously reconsidering my thoughts. But, yeah, what a game. Like, what they were able to do, and even just dissecting it with you before, probably aligning it more to the fact that Broncos were doing the right things as opposed to Penrith, internally just collapsing. But, what they were able to do in terms of forcing errors, get themselves back into that game, score that try, like fucking phenomenal. And just seeing Renault ice it and take them into the grand final, it's really special. And it just caps off everything we spoke about. The Madge factor, the Broncos coming from where they are and ending up in this position, like it's fucking cool. I personally, with the Melbourne thing, I just think there's a lot of things that are stacked in their favour going into this game. Coming from having a week off, the 2 extra days, which I just haven't shut up about because I think it's so significant. But yeah, it's how good to see him in the grand final. Like I'm happy. Now in reflection, Storm Penrith grand final would have been cool, but not as cool as having another team in there.
I would have hated a Storm Penrith grand final. Like, I'm not interested in that at all. What's crazy is like, who would have, if you had said Broncos will make the grand final at like round 20 or whatever, you probably would have been like, mate, you're like, no way.
Well, in round 20, we were discussing, they were about $7 just to make the top 4.
Yeah. Like, I got them for $6 to make a top 4.
I always think about the conversations we've had during the season, like obviously the Penrith one, which was a joke. We were talking about, they were in last position. But Broncos at one point, we were just like, it's a shit show.
Yeah, it's
like, let's talk
day.
about the rebuilder next year. Underrated performance for me, Ezra Mann.
You thought he was good?
Yeah, I just thought he had a massive contribution. Like, it wasn't all clean and perfect, but I mean, if they can find a way to just rinse every last bit of energy and come into that game and give it a red hot crack, and obviously they have to complete well and do all the things to stay in the game with Melbourne. You never know.
You never know. Yeah, head when you line everything up, the Melbourne
logically,
Storm, experience. Like they've got rep players in key positions that have played in the biggest games that you possibly can. Like, everything lines up logically for the Melbourne Storm. Bellyache, so much more experience in grand finals. Like, it honestly, Munster's form has just hit. There's everything lines up for the Storm. I just can't shake this feeling though in my gut that it's Broncos' destiny. I just, for some bizarre reason, if I'm being honest, I still think Broncos will win. And maybe that's just pure bias. Like, that is just a bias that I can't even be aware of. It's so subconscious. But I just have this feeling of like, it's destiny for the Broncos to win this. It's destiny for Payne Haas to do what he's about to do. It's destiny for Reece Walsh. And maybe it's because I was at the 2023 grand final when it all went down. There seems like an air of destiny around the Broncos. But it's probably just bias, man. It's probably just bias. What do you reckon, Matty?
Very, very simple. I just think Broncos are playing better. And it's as simple as that. I don't think, again, I think Storm have been good, but I think they've been great maybe 3 or 4 times all year. And I don't think that one of those great games have come for a while. Like, I know it's ironic because the Broncos have had to come back from big leads a couple times, but I don't know. I just don't think the Storm are putting it together. Like, I think they could put it together, and if they do, then good luck stopping them. But I don't know. The evidence hasn't suggested that they will. But if they do, I won't be surprised at all. So, but I just think Broncos are going to win.
One area where I do think Broncos do have it over the Storm is they have much, and it's patches. They're both patchy teams, but they are much more aggressive, Broncos, for small periods, whereas Storm can be just quite clinical. And that's one area where like Broncos are really good at turning the tide with their physicality, whereas Storm are really good at turning the tide with Harry Grant just coming out of dummy half or Hughes making a half line break. I think that's going to be really interesting. Like if Broncos can get them down their end and just fucking keep them there for like 20 minutes, that's going to be interesting to see how they handle that. But vice versa, like even if you do keep them down your end, Harry Grant takes a scoot and fucking runs half the field anyway. So you're just like far out. Going to be just a crazy, crazy game.
Broncos either put together 80 minutes or they don't. That's like...
If Broncos put together 80 minutes...
You can't afford a 40-minute effort.
If they put together 80 minutes, they're going to be very hard to beat.
I agree.
Very hard to beat because that defence, they're just so fit, so aggressive. But again, it's just this spine against any team in the history of rugby league, you wouldn't count them out because they are so dangerous. Like,
so good.
Obviously, they've got the GOAT spines of like Smithy, Cronk, we'll just say Munster and we'll say Billy. Like, yes, that is a better spine. However, this spine, attacking-wise, I'd argue is just as good. Like,
100%.
You know, like just purely...
With what Hughesy can do.
Yeah, flying through the middle attacking-wise. So, like, that's why this spine is so scary because it doesn't matter whoever they played in the history of the game. You throw the best teams there. They might lose to them 6 times out of 10, but there's still a chance that they could beat those teams, you know what I mean? Whereas you could argue... Would this Broncos side ever beat a Cam Smith-led Melbourne Storm? Maybe once out of 10 goes. So there is that. But it's just a spine. The Melbourne Storm, they're so good at putting together their roster and having key guys in key positions. But yeah, I don't know. I just can't shake the feeling that it's Broncos' destiny. I just can't.
The only gap for the Storm, and this, I don't want this to come off too harsh because it's not like taking anything away from Meaney and Howarth, but typically in the past, Storm have always been very strong in the centres. So I do feel like that's one gap for them. I like the fact that you're going to get a full game of Katoa and Blore, like when they're on, that's underrated as well. But
you're right, Chambers was the best centre in the comp for years.
They've always had, real quality, even, Justin Olam and those who have come before, like they've always been really rock solid there. And I'm not taking anything away from those two boys. They're still good, but we're not talking about superstar game breakers, in my opinion.
Yep. And also, it's not like they're the best defenders in the world. Even though I thought Howarth was unbelievable last week. He's come a long way up. But Meaney does have a tendency to miss every now and then. So, yeah, bro,
it's going to be a cracker of a game.
An absolute cracker of a game. And like the exciting thing for just every footy fan, even if the Storm get out to like a 14-point lead, now Broncos probably won't be able to run it all down, but everyone will be sitting there going, it's still definitely not over yet, because of the whole comeback thing. Whereas a lot of other grand finals, the team gets 14 up, everyone's like, okay, yeah, we're done here.
And I know the boys don't think about this, even though it's been said in pockets, but I know that Bellamy will be desperate to win a grand final without the legacy of those players. And I know, the Munsters, Harry Grants, Hughes, like I know it's important to them as well, but yeah, that's also the underlying motivation.
Oh, man. Brought to you, powered by Aspley Mazda. Massive thank you, as always, to Aspley and Lukey for partnering with the show. Without these guys partnering, guys, we don't have a show. So massive thank you. If you want a car, doesn't matter where you are in Australia, shoot Lukey a message, LDC_01. Honestly, any car questions, he will help you with it. Even if it's not going to him to get one, he will help with it. New and used pricing, whatever you want. He's the best in the business. Also, make sure to be following him because we've got some big prizes coming up and it's going to be for people following him. Okay, Stefano goes again. This time at the Tigers. Stefano says, going to the Storm was the best move of his career. He openly said he wants Storm to poach Bolle from the Tigers. He also said, to see everyone trash me on the way out, the fans and the media a bit, it was shit way to go out. Geez. Stefano is like, grand final week, he's letting people know. Holy moly.
I don't know what happened, if they got him just at the right time or pinned him in a corner.
But all year. Gets to grand final week and he's like, you know what? Fuck everyone. I'm going to say how I feel. I understand where he's coming from. Like the Stefano thing, I was always of the mind, I think it's best for both that they part ways. But something I always try to remind people of is like, it's very easy to blame the player look at the club, bro. Look at the amount. Like, look at Michael Maguire got fucking sacked from that club. And look where he's at now. Look what he did. Look what Michael Maguire did post the Tigers.
Yeah, well, even Cleary.
Like, do you know what I mean? So, like, it's just frustrating because I'm like, okay, I'm with you. He's got to be accountable for how he played. But look at the fucking environment. Look at, like, Michael Maguire could only just get them to 9th and then 13th and 14th or whatever. We're talking about a guy that has, like, some of the best wins we've seen in recent memory. That obviously, we'll go through them all. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. We're talking about a guy that in his first year broke the Penrith Panthers dynasty. Like, but he couldn't take Tigers into top 8. That should tell you how poor the environment was there at that club. So I can understand Stefano's frustration that, the players are always the one that take the brunt of it. And, to be fair, look how good he's going since he's gone to the Melbourne Storm, especially the back end of the year. He's been incredible. And, I think most of because there's a quiet majority that wanted Stefano to go and kill it. It just, unfortunately, as a player, you hear the loud minority and you think everyone thinks like that. They don't. I think most people are happy that Stefano's going really well.
I'm not surprised that these are Stefano's views. I can sympathise with Tigers fans about the whole Bolo comment though.
You're going to get Bolo? Yeah, fair. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I think that's probably a bridge too far. Like if that was one of my players, I'd be pretty upset, I reckon. So yeah. I can sympathise with Tigers fans there, but I am not shocked with anything that Stefano said. Like it's obviously been a shit show for a while now.
Sitting back and watching it, if I identify two clubs that are in this destructive phase, it's the crossover between the administration and the football department, the Manlys and the Tigers. Like it's a problem. Mate, it is a problem. And those clubs who are having those issues, it's a long way out.
What's so strange to me in these situations, like these are professionals in their job. So like there are people that get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, like 300,000, 400,000. And if let's say you're in administration at a club and it's like toxic as fuck. Like what I don't get is we know for a fact that no team with a poor administration goes well in the NRL. Like it's a fact. That's the number one decider of how good a team will be is what's the administration like. Storm's got the best administration in the comp. Look what they've done. You've got the Penrith Panthers, one of the best in the comp. Bulldogs have cleaned it all up. And so I just never understand, like if I was a football manager or a CEO or whatever, like I'd be like, well, we've got two options here. We can all just be toxic and get our checks and go home, or we've got to make a decision here and fucking either clean out or get the culture to be working correctly. Because
it's very underrated, the impact of when the two worlds collide. Football department and administration department. Like when the people from administration, and I'm not saying they're not within their right, but when they start having a say and an impact on the culture and the football, it only ends one way. And I'm not saying that's not my opinion. I reckon history supports that.
Suits that get too big for their boots and think that they know footy and they start trying to tell people how to be a footy, like that's when it's just like, all right, bro. All right. But yes, Stefano, look, I'm always a big believer. I like players speaking their mind, even if he's having the crack at Broncos, I like it. Like it just makes it more entertaining. Okay. I think we should actually cultivate this, like protect the players so that they feel comfortable to say this. Whereas like back in the day, like you say stuff like this, you just get them torn to shreds. Whereas like if we cultivate this environment where, if you say those, like, yeah, they'll be the headline, but it's not like, Stefano's a fucking idiot headline. Those kind of like where papers will just go after a bloke. I just think that we should try to cultivate this because that's what we have to do in this new age of sport. Like we're competing with all forms of content. So we need to make it exciting. I mean, there's a reason why boxing and MMA especially has grown so much. It's because they say whatever they want. Like the press conference is sometimes more exciting than the bloody fight.
But to your point, you look at, we'll use MMA as an example. The key leader there in a position of influence is Dana White. He free reins it. Yeah. Like if you allow people to speak and there isn't the consequences, but yeah, the culture that flows into footy, if anyone's too outspoken, they're arrogant. If they create some sort of rivalry, it's so if we could take that away, the personalities and the attention we'd have to the game would go way up.
Yeah, 100%. So look, what I am excited though is like, he set the stage for himself. Like all eyes are on him now. So if he kills it, people will know, like funnily enough, it obviously can go both ways. If he doesn't kill it, obviously people know. But like, for example, if he didn't do this and he killed it, sometimes it can fly under the radar. Whereas now everyone's going to be watching him, see how he goes. So it could be his opportunity to stamp his authority in the NRL and say, no, I'm a top tier front rower. So
I love it. And if it does fuel him, fuck, power to him.
Mate, so good. So good. This episode is brought to you by Grumpy Coffee, guys. Go to grumpycoffee.com.au. The best coffee in all the land. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. We've got everyday, very. We've got pods, whole bean. We've got ground. 85 cup rating. This is premium quality coffee, guys. You will not be disappointed. Shandor's got his right there.
Yep, just topped it off.
Walked straight in and said, I need my coffee right now. So go to grumpycoffee.com.au. Kangaroo debutants. Kevin Walsh is reportedly set to include 7 debutants. Walsh, Strange, Best, Nwanga Nituwase, Preston, Kolomatangi and Brayley. Yeah, it all makes sense to me. I can't wait to see Walsh in an Australian jersey.
It just
It's going to look good.
Yeah, like I can visualize
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It looks right. It feels
collar.
right.
Him and Cleary just fucking pulling the strings. Stop
I love it because like I'm like fully Australian. Always want Australia to win, but like if Samoa beats Tonga, sometimes I'm kind of like, all right, for the betterment of the game, this is good. There is no world where I ever want England to beat Australia.
Oh, no
in
way.
anything. So I just want Walsh and Cleary to just absolutely destroy England over there in the home turf.
Like, honestly, 30-0 wouldn't be enough.
Which
30-0
it wouldn't.
every game.
It wouldn't be enough.
Smack them as much as... Because, like, they've already started chatting shit.
Yeah, seen that.
Fucking hell. Yes, I can't wait for it. Cannot wait for it. Don't forget, guys, Menulog. You want a chance to trip to Las Vegas worth $15,000. Make an order and then download the game and play it, and you automatically go in the draw. As always, a massive thank you to Menulog for partnering with the show. And don't forget, the Code Sports deal is ending soon. So go to codesports.com.au/bloke. Use code FINALS, and you get 3 months for $1. But that's ending very soon, so make sure to use it. All right, boys, it's time for an algo check. What's the algorithm looking like?
Well, I've had a lot of great proposals and messages this week.
Okay.
In relation to, I did a little reaction video to a new video on the Antarctic wall. Very good timing considering we were talking about it. You know, they're always listening. But there's a lad who's been tracking his journey. His sole purpose in life is to have an expedition and go on the other side of the wall. This video was very intense around this whole land. He's created a map of these different continents that exist. It was heavy duty.
Bro, what the fuck are we talking? So you're saying the Earth is flat? Is that what you're saying?
No. This isn't the flat Earth concept. This is behind the ice wall. There are other continents that are protected, but they're people are living there.
So there are people hidden behind this ice wall, living there, and we don't know. They're hidden from us, and we're hidden from them.
That's right. Now, going back to my original concept, which we touched on last week. As you know, that area is like a United Nations protected land, right?
Yeah.
No, this is truth.
New World
This is
Order.
factual. This is factual.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
isn't me, coming in with just some sort of
sure.
conspiracy. So that's the first thing that got me interested in this. It's like, well, why is it being protected? Now, I do have another personal story. Guy that I worked with in the former franchise, he was former Dutch SAS. He was, what would you call it? Like positioned there or sent there. So he lived there for 2 years. And again, he added some context around, it's just all very strange. Like, why is it protected? What's there? What's going on? Why is it so unknown?
I mean, they probably do testing out there or something. Like, there probably some government facilities where they're testing shit and they protect it. So they obviously, like Area 51 back in the day kind of thing.
Anyway, I'm on the train. Beyond the ice wall, there's something. And there's a few bloke listeners that are interested in potentially creating maybe a bloke expedition beyond the wall.
We were like sponsored gear and shit.
I got a very intense from another great bloke listener, another dragon video. It was a very intense one. It was even like, whoa, it was a lot for me, but dragons are back.
Fuck. Oh my God, Matty, what's the algo looking like?
Man, people love it. Like I was at the gym this morning and one of my mates, he's like, oh, what are you on today? I said, oh, podcast is Den and Shandor. And that's what he said. He's like, oh, there's another conspiracy theory today. People love it. My algorithm is all golf at the moment, which is so weird because I don't watch golf. But I said last week I read Tiger Woods' caddy book, but the Ryder Cup was this week. Have you seen all the videos coming out of the Ryder Cup?
The people booing and shit?
It's in New York and people are just heckling, Team Europe, like Rory McIlroy and all that. Like some guy this is obviously terrible, some guy threw a drink at his wife and it hit her.
Oh, bro.
Wow.
Like
Holy fuck.
To be fair, he kept his cool pretty good. In fact, very good for that situation. But yeah, there's just all these videos rolling around of just him just abusing people pretty much.
There's nothing that would stop me from punching a hole through his head. I don't care. I'll take the fine. I'll take whatever. Throwing a drink at the missus.
That's heavy, bro.
The internet's trying to locate which person, because it's a group of people and people are trying to like figure out who did it. But it's disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful behaviour. But Rory just heckling back because he's just copped it. So,
I mean, with all the rage dying down, like, it's smart that he didn't. It's smart that he didn't.
Oh, of course.
Like, because like, what's the point? What's the point? You know, you get fucking locked up. You know, your missus already knows you're the man. Like, fucking, you're him.
Yeah.
But it's just like the audacity of that piece of shit human being. Sometimes, like, I look at people and I'm like, who raised you? Like, when you're being like brought up by either your mother or your father, and they tell you things like respect, treat everyone the way you would like to be treated, and like, you know, like you turn the other cheek, and what, like all of these very old, timeless, you know, bits of advice that help you be a good human being. And like, did you just not get told that? Like, or do you just not give a like? I don't get it. Like,
the drink thing's heavy. It's like being spat on.
It's just
like
so
it's
bizarre.
one of those things. It's like, nah, it's on.
And for what? Like for what as well? That's the thing. Like for what? He's just walking around. Anyway, fucking weird. So you Ryder Cup, is that your algo?
Yeah, I don't know who won. I don't know any results about it. I've just seen all the antics, I guess.
Okay.
Which is weird. It's weird for golf. It must be people probably pulling their hair out. It must be just a lesser competition where it's a bit more rowdy, but it's the weirdest thing to see in golf, just people being heckled all the time.
Man, my algorithm is so I don't know how I came across it, but it's basically like dudes from the underworld of Australia. So guys that have been to prison or whatever. And it just come up in my feed, this dude called Triggs. I don't know, like...
Oh, yeah, Triggs.
Do you know him?
No.
Oh, fuck. But yeah, anyway, he was high up in some gangs or whatever. But he's just telling stories about all these biggest names in the crime world in Australia. And I just can't get enough of the fucking stories.
Telling stories about him.
Yeah, like
from the outside or inside?
Well, both.
Oh, yeah,
because he knows all. Like he was in with some of them, he was out with some of them, and he's just recounting all these stories, and it's like so hectic. Because what you hear the story, and then you'll be like, all right, like you type in the name of whoever he was talking about, and you'll find the thing for it. And bro, I just can't stop listening to those stories.
Oh,
bro.
deep little rabbit hole. I like that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It was a random rabbit hole, and so now all of his stories, because I think he does it on TikTok, and then that just gets put on YouTube.
Yeah.
But anyway, as I said, I don't know anything about that world, but it's just like so intriguing. You're just telling the stories, because usually we would never hear shit about it. Like, or you'd like hear it in a book kind of thing, but like someone actually saying it that was there, and it has I'm assuming it seems like he does have the credit to say that.
Yeah, of course.
You don't usually get that shit. Or you get some fucking dude big noting saying that he was there, but he was really, it's second or third hand information. Whereas, this guy seems like the real deal. So, I've just been getting, honestly, it's been coming up my feed so much. So
I'm so fascinated by that stuff. Like,
same.
I sometimes listen to like prisoners on podcasts or even prison guards.
Well, what's really interesting about this is he's talking about like some of the biggest families in this country, not just like, Robbo we used to punch on in the prison yard or whatever. He's talking about like huge crime families where you're going, fuck me, that's hectic. Super, super interesting. What's crazy, like, that's the stuff he can tell. Imagine the shit that he couldn't tell. Holy moly. I would say, though, like, if I was ever advising, obviously, wouldn't be advising a criminal, but if you were this crazy criminal that coming out of, like, jail or whatever, like, you should, like, package all of those stories up and monetize it as well as possible,
100%.
Like, because these stories are so hectic, keep them to yourself. And then, I mean, because the reason why he's doing it is because, like, he wants to teach the younger youth to not do that, which is a really good thing. Like, I don't enjoy hearing stories from blokes that are just telling them to big note, because I'm like, you're just sending a terrible message to these young fellas. But if you're telling it to be like, I've been there, so because as well, like we all know, let's say you're growing up and some nerd adult's trying to tell you, stick it. You're like, bro, who the fuck are you? You don't know where I'm from or whatever. Whereas if, like, for example, let's say you're trying to make it in footy. Someone that doesn't play footy is trying to tell you what to do. You're like, oh, yeah, okay, bro. But if an actual NRL player says to you, bro, this is what I did to get here, this is what you need to do. And I think it's similar with someone like himself, where he's trying to help the youth and that, which is good. Which is what you need. Like, with what you need with some of the younger guys, because honestly, it's getting fucking mental in Australia.
It's crazy.
Like the country that I grew up in, like, bro, it wasn't this, bro. It wasn't this, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, there was always a criminal underworld, but like seeing how young some of these guys are getting indoctrinated into this stuff, like, bro, it's actually insane. Like,
yeah, some of the shit going on in Melbourne at the moment, it's like, fuck, pretty heavy, eh?
Fucking crazy. Like, how did we get to this? Like,
it's crazy. I can relate to that though. Like, you know, the other week I had some fucking bloke trying to tell me about Lord of the Rings and I should be into gaming, this and that. I was fucking please. Fucking arrogant.
okay.
I think there are some laws around. Like, I'm pretty sure Chappelle Corby's not allowed to write a book.
No, I had this conversation the other day because who was it? Because, you know, Wolf of Wall Street, he couldn't monetize his story, but I thought that was based on fraud. But I think there is a rule, like, you can't monetize crime, like with your story.
But aren't there heaps of books about crime and shit?
There's got to be a caveat, because the conversation was, there's a guy, it's a great story, you should watch it on YouTube, but Mark Wahlberg's doing a series, it's called The California Kid. Crazy story, but when I seen him promoting it, he was like, oh, this is coming out, but go to my book. So I don't know, there's something where, you can't monetize the crime in some way.
So
I don't know what the exact rules are though.
Well, these stories like weren't necessarily about, I mean, they were about fights and
but he's not monetizing them, is he?
Well, I don't think so, no. Unless like on TikTok or some shit, there's some way to do it. I don't know anything about TikTok, but surely not. We see fucking crime podcasts and shit all the time, and books about crime and that.
Yeah, true crime is one of the biggest. It might, maybe just.
But we see ex-convicts all the time write books about their time in, fucking confinement or whatever.
Maybe the book's the caveat.
Oh, what's you know what? There's a hectic movie. Oh, you're not a big movie guy, are you?
Yes, I am.
No, you're not, mate. You carry on all the time.
That labeling me as not a big movie guy. We just watch different movies, that's all.
Okay, well, watch this. It's called A Prayer Before Dawn, and it's a true story about a Pommy that gets locked away in a Thailand prison, one of the worst you can lock away. Bro, watch it. It's got some kickboxing, some Muay Thai in there as well.
Yeah, of course.
It is fucking unbelievable, bro.
Pretty cool. You know what they do in the Thai prisons, eh? You can fight your way to a lesser sentence. For you, if I'd advise, if you ever got locked up, make sure it's in Thailand, because obviously you'd be able to fight your way out in fucking matter of months.
See, people always underestimate me until they're fucking on their back.
I was being serious. But no, that would be hell.
Oh, bro, seriously. Like,
what? Where am I watching that?
Probably anywhere like Apple and that, but it's such an incredible story. Prison's such an interesting thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for punishing people for their crimes, but it's like institutionalizing someone or rehabbing someone. It's such a hard discussion. Like, you obviously want the family, whoever had it done to them, have justice, but if you don't rehab them, you're just creating another problem that's even worse.
That's the harsh reality.
And like the humane, what I find really not interesting, but it's kind of morbidly interesting, but like the ethical problem of how to treat a prisoner, because like they're still human beings, but it's such a fucking weird one. Weird.
You're not chasing the new series, are you? You're locked up on the Ghost.
Ghost of Senior, like it's in TV series.
Yeah, Black Rabbit, bro. Get onto it.
Okay,
I liked it.
Okay,
Matty,
I'm watching
Black Rabbit.
Have you seen it's old as, but Banged Up Abroad?
Oh, I've seen like.
Oh yeah, did that used to be on like free to air?
It's like National Geographic.
Yeah, something like National Geographic. That was good. It was good, hectic, but like fucking made me nervous.
It actually. You're right. For a bit there, you were questioning fucking travel.
Banged Up Abroad. I watched this video the other day, a few weeks ago, when I was going through my shark attack phase. And it was about how these two people got left in the middle of the ocean by their boat people, so they just left, and they had to swim like fucking 30 k's back to shore, like overnight and everything, and they fucking made it, bro. And what was crazy is they got all the way to the shore, and that's when they saw their first shark, and the shark was like circling them and that, and they somehow got into the boat. And the only reason they survived is because there was a boat just there, and come on, got them. mental. Like, had to float on their back, like, together and sleep in the middle of the night in the water in the middle of the ocean, bro.
Had to sleep.
Like, so, yeah, take turns falling asleep in the water.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
That's
What?
gangster.
Mental,
I can
bro.
picture you just like really getting into Shark Week.
Not Shark Week per se, but
No?
I just got caught down this because I was watching this. For some reason, it came up as like shark attack on kayak or something like that. Or like shark chases me in a kayak. So this is the first one. And I was like, shark chases a kayak? That's fucking interesting. So I went into it, and it genuinely is. The shark attacks this dude in the kayak, but these are HD cameras too. And then it follows him for fucking 2Ks in the water, bro. Like, and you can see its fin behind the kayak, just like this for 2Ks. And then it'll be like
the anxiety for 2Ks.
And it's a little kayak, it's tiny. And
This thing's getting knocked over.
bro, exactly. The shark's like 4 meters, and he's trying not to go too skids because if he splashes too much, it'll take him. But he obviously has to get out of there, and he keeps turning around. He's like, "Is it there? Is it there? Okay, I think it's gone." And then like a minute later, its head will pop back up and start fucking. Bro, they're so hectic.
I've actually swum with sharks before.
Have you?
Yeah, not a big deal, but just saying.
Oh my god!
Great whites.
Wow.
Wow.
Where did you do that?
South Africa.
Oh, okay. That's
I
mad.
was in a cage.
That's mad.
You were in a cage. When did you go to South Africa?
2014. It was actually like highly recommend. Amazing trip. Just the safaris, and then you go out into the bay, and it is just, when I say shark infested, like there's great whites everywhere. They actually got run out by the whales, the killer whales.
Yeah, because the killer whales are like hectic.
So that area is like, you're not going there to do the shark diving anymore.
Damn. Far out.
Crazy, but it was a mad experience.
South Africa, right? Where else have you gone?
Oh, I haven't been as many places that I would have liked. I do love traveling. One of my other favorite places is like Central America, the kind of Costa Rica, Nicaragua's. Beautiful. Like I could be on a beach that are the combined size of all of the eastern suburb beaches, and I'm the only one on the beach. It's just like, it's phenomenal.
My dream would be like somehow, some way, sell everything for $10 million and then just travel for as long as you want. Be so sick. Travel for like a couple of years and then come back and, because I really enjoy footy in the podcast. So I'll always do it, but just to have like a bit of a break or whatever, it'd be so sick. So sick.
Nothing beats just traveling around.
Like, it's the best. It's literally the best ever.
So much to see too. Like, I've seen nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, boys, score prediction of the grand final. I'm going 24-16 Brizzy Broncos. Ooh. It's going to be a Clive Churchill. It's going to be Payne Haas. Dean Mariner will be the first try scorer. Broncos drought-breaking premiership, 20 years.
Wow. Is that a little sports bet trifecta there?
Well, actually, I've got on anytime try scorer Haas plus Clive, $41, bro. Juicy.
Fuck. I'm going to go 28-16 to the Storm.
Oh, settle down.
And I'm going to double up and say Munster's going to get his Clive. And what else you got? You got a first-time try scorer, do you?
First try scorer.
Katoa.
Okay, yep, the big fella.
Nice.
Matty?
I'm going to go Bronx 30-14, but it's going to be close. They're just going to run away with it. Benny Hunt, Clive. Geez, that'd be the best story.
Fairy tale.
Sorry, there's plenty of good stories in that game. It'd be one of the best stories. First try scorer, Tony Staggs.
So what did you score again, sorry?
30-14.
Bronx?
Yep.
Wow, 30-14.
But it won't be like they'll just score 2 late tries or something.
Okay. So that's honestly the dream. Is
Ludicrous.
like I keep dreaming like just to blow Storm off the park so you can just enjoy the whole 80 minutes going with done.
16. I don't like that. I don't agree with it. Feel free to rubbish Matty in the comments.
I don't
Do it
want
before the game, not after.
What would you rather? Epic grand final that you lose on the buzzer or get beaten 30-0? 30-0 for me.
Really?
Yeah, like, not 30-0, 30-6.
It's two different pains.
Nah, because you just go, they were way better, we fucking suck. Like, whereas on the buzzer, you fall all that way.
I know, but there's the pain of embarrassment and shame, or the pain of like, what if? And you just have to keep talking about it for the next 2 weeks. But if we did this, what if this happened? We got robbed. Nah, I reckon I'd just
Well, from a perspective of a fan.
Oh, yeah, player or fan?
Fan. No, not fan, like not player.
Okay.
Obviously,
Fan, I'd rather just lose because it's just like I get a mad game. If I was a player, I think I'd rather just get beat. It's like, all right, we got pumped. It wasn't our day. Rather than just losing and you still have to sit with that. If I did this differently, if I did that differently, that's shit.
I think short term, I'd rather the close loss because like the 80 minutes was enjoyable. But as years go by, like I still think about that Reynolds missing that kick. I still think about Cody Walker throwing an intercept.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
whereas you wouldn't think that if you got pumped. You'd just be like, oh, we got tailed
exactly.
up.
I'm thinking that if one of those moments change, we've won our 21st premiership.
Think about Broncos, 2023.
Yeah.
Think about how many Broncos fans are going, bro, if we just had to held the ball for one extra set, we win the...
And 2015 as well.
Well, it's good. That way it means that you're going to get over it after this weekend pretty quick.
That's how it works.
Seriously, Broncos, like, it's a weird thing to say, like, fan pressure, but, like,
Sounds
Broncos
like
fans,
pressure to me.
Broncos fans must be, like, so nervous right now after the last 2 grand finals.
Well, and the fact that we've been one of the best clubs in the NRL for the last 25 years, but we haven't won any premierships.
I read a stat today. You've been in the comp for 37 years. First 18 years, you won 6 comps.
Yeah.
For the last 19 years, you won 0.
But what's crazy though is like last 19 years, it's not like we've been shit though. We've made 3 grand finals now, but we've been like top 4. You know, when you actually look at the last 20 years, we're third, I think. It goes Storm, maybe even second.
I think I can find this.
And then Penrith, I think, is maybe Penrith overtaking us. But yeah, we're like high up because we go really well, except for that one fucking terrible year. Or a couple of terrible years. But yeah, we're back. Look, I am, regardless of whether we win or not, geez, I'm excited to see Michael Maguire with this roster. Like, look what he's done.
It's the start of something, put it that way.
Look what he's done in 12 months, bro.
It's ridiculous.
What is this guy going to do in 5 years when he's got all these juniors coming through that he can shape the way he wants? Like, bro, with all those resources, with all that support, with all the access to talent, bro, stop it.
And, you know, with the appointment of the former Storm CEO, you can't tell me that if we're talking about what they need to do, build the club, the juniors, the pathway, you can't tell me that that's not in action already. 100%. So you combine that with the stock of talent that the Broncos have and imagine the current roster, and also the amount of people that are going to want to play with Payne Haas and Reece Walsh.
100%. Like, they will bring people to the club. So, and they're going to be there for another 10 years or so.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
So since 2007, if there's a ladder, you're coming 5th.
Since 2000?
Since 2007. So since you haven't won any premierships, you're still 5th.
Yeah, but since the 2000.
Since 2000?
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
I mean, since we haven't, 5th. Like, that's crazy. That's why it's like this weird, haven't won a premiership, how shit, but it's like we haven't been shit.
Well, every team around you in that time has won a comp.
Yeah.
Storm, Roosters, Panthers, Manly, Rabbitohs, Sharks.
What I want to see now is like, this is where they should be consistently now. Like the Broncos should be in this top 4 premiership contender conversation pretty consistently for the next few years.
I remember when I was coming through at the Bronx, anything less than a top 4 was considered a failure. Like, we had a meeting at the start of the year with the CEOs, everything. They're like, the goal is top 4. Anything less is not good enough. That changed a little bit recently. Alrighty, that's us done and dusted. Grab your grumpy coffee. Give us add us on third
since 2000.
And so it goes Storm, Roosters, Bronx.
Yeah. Then, wow. Guess who's Storm, Roosters, Broncos, Panthers. Guess who's 5th?
Oh, I don't know if you gave it away before Manly, but
not Manly. Manly aren't even.
Rabbitohs?
Yes.
Sharks.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
Sharks.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm always sticking up for the Sharkies. I'm always saying people fucking put shit on them all the time because they're a small club and they got no sway in the media. Bro, they're fucking 5th. Like,
look what happens when you move to Caringbah for a few years.
Bro, I'm telling you right now.
I'm actually shocked at that considering how long it feels like where they weren't in the conversation.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, we have a collective brain virus. I don't know who started it, where everyone had just agreed the Sharks haven't gone well and they're not good enough and they're underachievers and they choke all the time. It's nonsense. And I don't know where it's come from. I don't know why everyone in the NRL has just all agreed without thinking about it critically. Sharks, chokers, not good, shit club, blah, blah, blah. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, when you actually logically think about it, they are an overachieving club massively.
Yeah, you're
massively.
Right.
Tiny club that was about to go bankrupt 10 years ago. They got a small amount of juniors compared to everyone else. They get rated by all the Sydney clubs all the time. They have less fans than the Gold Coast Titans. They have less average fans than the Gold Coast Titans. They're like second last or some shit like that. Like, they have everything against them, and they're sitting fifth since 2000.
That's crazy.
They've made the finals 10 times in the last 11 years.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, that's us done and deuces. Grab your grumpy coffee. Add us on PlayStation, Ghost of Yotai. It should be like Bloke in a Bar or whatever. Or add us on Steam as well. I'll be on there with the Lontel crew this weekend, most likely. Play some Borderlands 4, potentially. Can't wait. Stoked. And
It's going to be a good weekend.
Great weekend. Oh. Great weekend. We'll go fuck ourselves. Thank you.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.